Hey guys, my name is Sanjay and welcome to the Engineer Wannabe YouTube channel. Today we're going to be reviewing a special watch. I normally do owner's reviews, but this is a watch that is owned by a friend of mine, and it is my personal favorite Seamaster Professional. And this is the Tritone Omega Seamaster Professional. So the one with the Sedna Gold, titanium, and tantalum. Not something you see every day. It's a limited edition of 2,500 pieces. I am excited to talk a little bit about it, and thank you to my dear friend Marcus for lending that in. You're a good friend, sir. I don't deserve you, and I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you who are watching, and I want you to know that you are infinitely valuable. A great price has been paid for you, and I hope you know that. And you're worth it. You're precious. You're worth it. Okay, on my wrist today, in honor of the occasion, I'm wearing my Omega Speedmaster, a slightly less impressive piece here. And we can go ahead and take a look at this watch now. Not this watch. This watch. Okay, here it is. My personal favorite SMP Seamaster Professional. This is the Tritone Omega Seamaster Professional with Sedna Gold, tantalum, and titanium. The main body of this watch, or most of this watch, is titanium. It's a grade 2 titanium. You can kind of tell because it's not, it doesn't have any polished surfaces. A grade 2 titanium is not easy to polish. It is softer than steel, and it is more tooly, which is in stark contrast with the Sedna Gold, and I think that's kind of cool. And of course the tantalum provides some much appreciated character to this watch as well. You can see the tones, and it's not subtle, and I think the beauty of this watch is partially in that lack of subtlety. So we've got this Sedna Gold bezel insert, I should say. It is embossed or relief polished here, with really high detailed minute markers. Those circles are impossibly perfect, even at higher magnifications, which I will do right now. Those circles denoting the minutes elapsed are so nice. The font, the font of the numerals, so nice as well. And that bezel insert is married to this tantalum bezel. I really like this is my first experience, I suppose, with tantalum, and I really like the look of it. I know a lot of people say like a cold or a steel or gray blue. I almost get a lavender hue to it. Very light lavender, and I suppose the lighting itself has to be correct for it to appear lavender, but I think it kind of does here. I hope the camera picks that up, but I really like the look of tantalum, and it's not brushed or polished. I suppose it's kind of brushed. I would think it's more blasted, or it lacks texture. Maybe just matte. I'd not too certain what kind of finishing is done, but I think it's just blasted or a matte finish rather than a brushed finish. The titanium, of course, is brushed. There's these slightly the lyre lugs come out really nice with the brushed titanium. It almost looks like a different finish, but it almost looks polished here, but it's not, because it's grade 2 titanium, which tends to not be polished, generally speaking. But anyway, let's take a look at this bracelet. It's a 9-link bracelet, the usual Seamaster bracelet, Seamaster Professional bracelet. We've got 3 of these intermediate links are titanium, 4 of the smaller intermediate links are Sedna Gold, 2 of the other intermediate links are tantalum. And you get I'm not sure if this is steel. I want to say the clasp is steel, but I I am not 100% sure on that, but it does have its micro adjust, as you saw me articulate that. Very significant amount of micro adjust. I think there are 5 points of micro adjust here. And there's also a diverse extension. But that's the usual stuff you see with all Seamaster professional reviews. Let's take a look at this dial. This dial is something special as well. So the waves on the dial are embossed here as well. Normally, the waves are laser cut into this ceramic dial, but here it is relief polished or embossed and polished. Very cool effect. I really enjoy it. And very high attention to detail as well. The indices are filled with lume and they are Sedna gold as well. The hands are Sedna gold. The minute hand is green lume, while the other indices are blue and the hour hand is blue as well. Very beautiful dial to look at. We can see that the crown and the helium escape valve crown as well, I guess, those are in rose gold or Sedna gold. There's a plaque on the side. I really like this plaque. Normally I would be turned off by a plaque like this, but there's something cool about this thing. It's again very tool. I don't know if it's, I would consider that tool-esque, but there's something cool about this plaque here. It could just be the balanced font, maybe. I don't know. I really enjoy seeing this, especially when it's on my wrist. I got to wear this for a brief period of time, and I really enjoyed seeing that plaque. And you do see that plaque if you wear this on your left wrist, as most people would, being right-handed. So, and I believe the screws are tantalum. The screws holding the plaque in. Very interesting attention to detail, and I really enjoy this watch. Let's take a look at the presentation box here. Bear with me as I open it, because it is something that we should totally take a look at. So it's a case back of, it's the case back of the SMP. Totally botching this here, but would you look at that? That is magnificent. And the way you open it, Omega is so good. This is incredible. I am blown away by the attention to detail here. This is absolutely magnificent. If you do have a place where you store or display your watches, a cabinet maybe, this thing is worthy of a spot. Don't just put this, if you own this watch, if you buy this watch, don't just put this box away unless if you intend to flip it or something or sell it later on. But this, this is special. So it's a shame that it's just a box, and most people would just look at this a couple of times and put it away. But I do hope a few of you 2,500 lucky people out there who own this beautiful watch display this. Just, it's absolutely magnificent. And I don't know what else to say. I'm speechless. It is such a cool watch. We can talk a bit about the. I polled a few people, just people around me. Asked them what they think of this. Most people don't really like it. I don't know why. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know what you think. But a lot of people are kind of turned off by this. Maybe it's the rose gold. Maybe it's the light silver dial. My wife definitely doesn't like it. My wife does not like two-tone. But I really, really like this. And I wish I had a bigger wrist to be able to pull this off. Let me put it on my absolutely minuscule 16 centimeter circumference wrist. Marcus's wrist is slightly bigger. but yeah, that does not look good on my wrist. We didn't talk about dimensions, which we can do right now. This is 42 millimeters in diameter, just like any other SMP of this generation, I should say. The lug to lug is just under 50 according to my calipers, 49.8. The thickness I found to be 13.8, so I'd say 14, rounding that up. And lug width is 20. The weight is really impressive on this. It's 145 grams. I think that makes this really wearable. So maybe if I didn't focus on it too much and how it looks, I could see myself owning this, but I know it's going to bug me, and I'm going to get a bunch of comments from a bunch of people telling me it's far too big for me. I know I shouldn't base my ownership of watches based on other people, but you know, it can get a little tiring. That said, that's not why I wouldn't purchase this. I would think it looks a little odd on my wrist as well. So it hurts that it is a 42 mil watch that wears, I would say, a bit like a 43, because of its long lug to lug. I know Tim also says it wears a little better than it looks. I would have to disagree. I feel like it wears worse than the numbers suggest. Not that it looks, though it wears a little worse than the numbers suggest. Worse, of course, from my perspective. If you have a giant wrist and you think 42 millimeters is small, this might actually work in your favor. So anyway, I'm rambling on because I am enamored by this watch. I hope I was able to share a little bit about it that is important or useful for you. I forgot to mention the movement here. This is the 8806 coaxial caliber from Omega, 55 hours of power reserve, anti-magnetic, hacking, hand winding, the usual. Nothing out of the ordinary here. The same movement you'd actually, it's not the same movement. It's a no date version of a Seamaster professional movement. So there you go, something different. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for indulging me with your time. And I hope you have a great day. I'm looking forward to chatting with you in the comments if you feel so inclined. And I appreciate you. And remember, you're infinitely valuable. Take care, everyone. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.